Hello, welcome to Cooking with Gina. My name is Gina Virginia Casella. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Gina Virginia Casella. And I'd love for you to join my Facebook group, Present Moment Alchemy. So today in my Facebook group, I shared publicly that book 5 of Dragon Dreams, Sacred Phoenix Heart, is officially available on Amazon. You can get your paperback. I ordered my copy. It should be here by November 1st. So I'm really excited about that. And just before I get the kitchen a bit messy, I just wanted to show you books 1 to 4. So this one is Dragon Dreams book 1, 40 going on 14. This next one is called Gaining Ground, book 2. And book 3 is called Losing Ground. And then book 4 I called The Gnome King. Book 5 is called Sacred Phoenix Heart, and it's about the size of 3 of these. So you can think of it as a 3-for-1 deal, and all of the books, doesn't matter the size, are priced at $20.24 Canadian in honor of 2024, the year that these books were published, and also in honor of the dragon. There's a lot of synchronicity. It's easy to dive into it. And Brian, my friend from Preparing for ET Contact, he doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to get him to host a special episode about book 5. I'm interested in what people have to say about some of it, so I'm going to keep you updated with that. And this morning I had to go to the grocery store and run some errands, and so I wasn't able to chip away at book 6. Book 6 is called Feared and Revered, and I only have about 100 pages left to go, and I'm really excited about it. Things are really starting to flow now. And also this morning on my YouTube, I posted the new moon Dreaming with Gemstone Gina. And so the last new moon was a bit challenging to take in. This new moon was reinforcing don't just be too quick to purge and discard everything, because we find ourselves accommodating people around us. And we might be quick to discard something just because somebody else doesn't like that. Like, no. And just a testament to the epigenetics around us. So anyways, you can watch that on my YouTube channel at Gina Virginia Casella. And I'm just keeping these for keepsake, and I can't wait until book 5 comes in, and I'll be sure to flash it around. And I'd love for you to get your copy, and I'd love to hear everything that you have to say about it. And it's one of those books that you might want to get comfy and go to the bathroom before you get comfy, because it's one of those books that you're not going to want to put down. I think it's probably one of my favorite books out of the 5. And so I'm really excited for everybody. You know, I wrote these books for me, but I've come to realize, obviously I'm the main character in the book, but really that's a reflection of everybody. These books are about everybody, and what the world needs right now are hopes and dreams. And that's exactly what the Dragon Dreams series is about. It's about hopes and dreams. It's about our oneness, second chances, not giving up hope, and alchemy, and all of those questions that we ask about the ET agenda, Homo sapiens sapiens being on the menu, soul transmigration, the ancient Egyptians. If you just read the summary of book 5, Sacred Phoenix Heart, I feel like you're going to be sold. And don't forget to order somebody else a copy, because Christmas is coming. And I'm also going to start some kind of book club. I don't have it figured out yet. And I'm going to put these on the side off to the table so I don't get any water on here. And I don't know if I said this, but you can get books 1 to 5 on Kindle as well. So you don't need the link. The link is provided in the main description of my YouTube channel. But if you just go to amazon.ca and type in Dragon Dreams, Gina Virginia Casella, it'll come up. And I'm super pumped about it. And like I mentioned, you can join my Facebook group, Present Moment Alchemy. and there's a Facebook post there from today with the link. So I'm just really thrilled and resonating in this, and actually a bit distracted because I'm so pumped up about it. At the grocery store, I picked up some white onions. Not today, but on a different day. I want to try the biscuit and make like onion rings with it. So I picked up a couple of white onions, and then I meant to pick up the regular onions, and just, I don't know, I didn't. I looked at them, but I didn't actually put them in the cart. So I'm a bit absent-minded, and I'm in celebration mode. I almost picked up some Coors Light, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to save my money right now. There's Palm Bay at home, so what am I drinking? I'm drinking the strawberry pineapple. So cheers to me, cheers to you, cheers to the sacred phoenix heart and all of the hopes and dreams that the hopers and dreamers are doing out there, and to our oneness. You really can change your thinking to change your life, and wondering how are you bridging your dream life with your waking life, and how are you biohacking your programs, because you are that powerful. We all are. And okay, I got to end it there. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep talking about dragon dreams, and I'm going to contact Brian later today or tomorrow. So what am I making today? I'm making one of my favorite dishes, actually. It's really simple to make. You can use any kind of noodle, but I like to use spaghetti noodles when I can. So I've got the Barilla name brand. I've got some frozen spinach. It's chopped. If you buy whole spinach, whatever, but it's better to buy it frozen. And this is the no name brand. So I'm just cooking for myself today, so I'm only going to use one of the squares. And I'm going to, I'm not going to add any onion to it because I forgot to get some. But I'm going to add some garlic to it, some butter, and I'm also kind of hesitant about the vegan hot dogs and hamburgers. In my experience, I really don't like them. I would rather just have a lentil burger, or just go to KFC and have their mock chicken burger, or to Harvey's and have their mock beef burger. And I'm also finding the vegan cuisine to be a little pricey. These were about $7 for 4. So these are spicy Italian veggie sausages, and I'm excited just to try them, you know. And I'm wondering if you've tried them. I think it's pronounced Ives, like Ivan, Ives for short. Ives Veggie Cuisine. Or maybe it's supposed to be like this, like yes. I don't know. How do you say this? Anybody out there knows, let me know in the comments. Let me know the phonetic pronunciation. And anyways, I feel hungry, so I'm going to get busy here. So I'm just thinking about some of the things that I put in book 5, Sacred Phoenix Heart. And, you know, the book, it's serious, and then there's some lightheartedness to it. And then there's just like some parts that are hilarious. And my husband's in the other dimensions, and the other Gina's in the other dimensions are wondering, like, what the hell is going on with this Gina, you know? And so just to reiterate to you that if you do buy a copy of the Dragon Dreams, books 1 to 5, any of the books, or if it's on e-Kindle, that money was provided to you from my husband's in the other dimension. So I'd love for you to play along with me in this waking life. So make sure you thank my husbands. You can say a little prayer to them, or if you wanted to comment in the comments, you know, because money is going to be coming to me from my husband's in the other dimensions, because it's going into your pockets so that you can buy my books. And I'm not sure who, but there's folks out there who are going to be making a movie out of it, out of the series. And it's just going to be like one of those movies that are timeless. It's going to be a movie series. And will you star in one of the movies? Yeah, I thought I might, but I'm feeling kind of shy now. I think I might just want to honor the role as the writer. So who's interested in playing the part of me? Who wants to be Gina? Hopefully everybody wants to be me. And I'm really excited. And if you find yourself with extra money, seriously, it's from my husband's in the other dimension. And I just can't wait to hear what you have to say. So I'm just having a little laugh here to myself, thinking about all of these little downloads that I'm getting, and I wonder if you can relate. So yeah, I mentioned my husband's in the other dimensions to my parents, and they were like, so I'm just wondering if you can relate as well. Right? So far, this is pretty easy to make. I've just added a block of the spinach, and I'm going to add just a little bit of water and start frying it up. It's not often I use frozen spinach, and when I do, I really enjoy it. And I feel like frozen spinach, it's great to shred to make like a dip, or it's great just to kind of mash up and make a sauce like I'm doing. So I'm still getting used to this oven. I'm going to turn this on high just to boil the water and start breaking up the spinach. And simultaneously, I'm going to peel the garlic. So yeah, it's my 5th book. I'm getting messages from some of my friends. They're like, "Oh my God, I didn't believe, I can't believe it. It's your 5th book. I knew you published one. I didn't realize you were publishing your 5th." I know, folks, it's true. There's 5 books now that are out there. And, I really just intended to publish one book, but that's how much I had to say, that it turned into a series. And as I mentioned, I still have book 6 that I'm just wrapping up now. And then I've got a lifetime more. I've got a whole dresser full of more books ready to rock and roll. It's just a matter of me going through them. And when I moved, I purged big time. I got rid of like everything. But something that I almost got rid of those books too, because I thought, I'm moving, I can't take things with me. What's important? And I basically sent myself 4 boxes, and one of the boxes was just of Dragon Dreams, and it was my personal journals from the last 3 years. And it's really special to me. And when you're going through your things and purging, when you're moving, it gets to that point where it's like this or this, like which one's going to come with you, and which one are you going to leave behind? And I just couldn't imagine leaving those books behind. And so now it's like they're immortal because they're on Amazon.ca, and I'm really excited about that. So I can see my water here is boiling a bit with the spinach. So this recipe is almost too easy to make. Usually I like to use a wooden spoon, but I'm just going to kind of turn this over. It's frozen, and let it do its thing. Defrosting. If you've never cooked with frozen spinach before, you don't want it to completely unthaw and then use it. You want to cook it from frozen. So I'm just going to finish chopping up the garlic here. So just to update you, I'm going to add a little bit more water here because my spinach is still pretty frozen. So I'm still just going through the motions here with the spinach. It is coming along. Something to be mindful of if you're using steel like this, it gets hot. So you just want to make sure you keep it off to the side. I burnt my hand earlier. Oh, here's my knife. So, I wanted to tell you, if you don't know this already, that it's not just cool to publish books, multiple books, but did you know that I was actually that girl that graduated high school with a bunch of C's and D's? And grade 2 to grade 6, I went to the special education classroom for language arts. I really couldn't read until I was in about grade 3, 4. Like, I couldn't read independently until I was in grade 4. And really, I should have had support in high school, but you get cut off at some point. So looking back, I was actually lucky to continue getting support in grade 4, 5, and 6. Grew up in a small community, Timmins, Ontario. And so I think there were other folks who required to go to the special education classroom, and so it was convenient to put me in that group. So I graduated with a bunch of C's and D's, and then I went to upgrade at an adult education center called G.A. Weeble right here in London, Ontario. That's where I'm staying right now. So I would work all day full time, and then I would take the bus, and I would take 2 night classes, and ended up graduating with an honors degree from Laurentian University in English literature. And then I graduated with a second degree from the University of British Columbia in education. And I moved on to become one of the facilitators for the British Columbia Teachers Federation. That's the teacher union in BC. So I'm just like, the child within, I feel like, is really buzzing today. I'm feeling really good. And, just like themes of cutting ourselves short, like those are some serious accomplishments. And a big part of me is like, oh yeah, whatever, But it's like, no, it's not whatever. Those are big deals. Those are quite the accomplishments. And knowing that I went to the special education class when I was a kid, just, like it's very clear that I was biohacking my life even when I was young. So anyways, I hope you feel inspired. It looks like my spinach is ready. So I'm just going to turn the camera here. I'm going to reduce this to maybe 4. I'm going to add some olive oil to it. And I'm adding a lot because it's my sauce. Like, I'm not just frying up spinach. And then my this cutting board's a bit awkward here. I would add onions, but I forgot them. Gonna add some more olive oil. And I think I'm just gonna remove this from the heat. I'm still getting used to this oven, but this element is still like way too hot. So just gonna let it cool down for a little minute, and then put my spinach and garlic back on it. I'm just gonna tidy up a little bit. My hands are all sticky. I'll be right back. So I just want to show you, I put this back on the element, and I'm going to put it on low. I'm still finding it's a bit high in temperature. So I'm just going to remove it from the heat again. I don't want it to burn on me, and I don't just want all the olive oil to like cook away. But for what it's worth, that's basically my sauce with some salt and pepper. in the past, before I was vegan, I would add things like butter and cream to it to transform it into like a linguine type sauce. So you could use vegan ingredients and do the same. I really enjoy this on spaghetti noodles or penne noodles, but today I've got the spaghetti handy. And this is also really great just for like a little dip. So you would wait for it to cool down and then it makes a nice spread on crackers. And if you had cheese, like the vegan Baby Bell type cheese, you could put that on top. You could mix this in with a salad. It's really endless. And the beauty about this sauce is that you can enjoy it room temperature or hot. You could eat it cold from the fridge, but it's not as good in my opinion. It needs to be hot or it needs to be room temperature to put on crackers or something like that. So if you wanted to add peas, corn, more vegetables, you could, but I just like to keep it for the spinach that it is. In the past, I've added mushrooms to it, and I've brought this to work plenty of times for leftovers, and the whole staff is always just like, what smells so good? And it's like, it's just spinach and garlic. And people are like, what? And it's like, yeah, it's seriously, it's just spinach and garlic, you know. I've also added some white wine to it in the past. It's just, it's like anything. It's so simple. And so I'm going to start boiling my water, and I'm going to, I think I'm going to coin these actually, is what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to cook the whole pack, and whatever's left over is left over. But I intentionally don't want a lot of spaghetti left over. So I'm wondering about you. So I'm a start early, end early kind of person. This morning I found myself sleeping in. It was about 20 to 6, and Rosie actually woke me up. I don't know how long she was meowing for. I think honestly that she just woke up too and then was acting like she was up for a long time. I wonder if you can relate. So at some point I will add butter to the spinach that I have there. In the meantime, I'm going to cook these up and turning both of these elements on high because I want to boil my water. And I'm going to get some olive oil in here. And when I can, I like to use scissors. I wonder about you. Okay, so I'm really excited about these. I love spicy food. I miss spicy sausages. They have a nice smoked taste to it. They seem kind of like slimy, like there's a gravy on it or something. So as soon as my pan is nice and hot, I don't want it on high. I just want it on maybe 7. I'm still getting to know this oven and stovetop, and I feel like it's on the hot side. I also picked up some breakfast sausage. It's vegan, it's just a little pack. And I also picked up some vegan feta cheese. So I don't know, I'm exploring. And part of me was going to pick up some vegan burgers, but I thought, you know what? When I look at the ingredients, it's all like lentils and potatoes. And I really liked my own version, if you will. So if somebody out there has like a vegan burger, chicken burger or beef burger that's vegan, let me know in the comments. I'd love to try it. And how are things going here? Okay, my oil is almost ready. I'm going to get the butter out of the fridge. So I'm just adding some Earth Balance vegan butter to my spinach and garlic mixture here. If you've got black olives and mushrooms, that's always a nice complement to this dish. Then I do have more butter in case you're wondering. So I basically just want to keep this warm and make sure that the garlic is cooking. Meanwhile, I'm going to add my sausage to the pan. Smells really good. Kind of smells like a pork kind of smell to it. And I get the feeling that they're sticking to the bottom here. Yeah, they are. I didn't, maybe it's the brand, but usually my intention wasn't to like deep fry it. It was just to like pan fry it. I like to turn things once. I was watching some cook shows about making bread on the frying pan, and I noticed they turn it a lot. So I guess if that's like a bread thing, but if it's a meat thing or a mock meat thing, or even when I'm making like those lentil and biscuit patties, I really just like to turn things once. And so I'm wondering, what about you? Is that like the trick to bread, turning it lots of times? Let me know in the comments. Also thinking it might be nice to put this, the rest of this right inside. I'll just turn the heat up a little bit. So, oh, you can't see. So I'm just going to add the rest of this, mix it up in here, might as well. Okay. Waiting is the hardest part, so I'm just waiting now, and I'm going to give my hands a little rinse. So I confused the elements. I put this one on high, and so it was starting to burn and spit at me and everything. But I think everything is under control now. So these are also cooking fast, I have to say, on this side. They seem to be cooking at a nice temperature. So as soon as my water is boiled, I'm going to add my spaghetti noodles. So I'm making just enough for me. How much is that? I don't know. Is this going to be enough? I feel like it will be. My sausage here, it got burnt. I mixed up the elements. That's okay. It's still pretty piping hot. Ooh, it's a bit too steamy for me to give it a taste test. And this here, I ended up just removing it from the heat. I don't know. I think that even though I got my elements mixed up, I still feel like this meat was like cooking way too fast. I think it's the kind of product that you need to cook on low for a long time. And then once it's cooked, then you might crank the heat just to like crisp up the edges, or if you were barbecuing it. I'm wondering if you can relate. It's my first time using this product, and I'm just gonna get some tongs. Okay, so I got some tongs. Just want to make sure that I'm stirring my spaghetti in there. Let's get back in there. And for the first like minute or so, I just kind of let it, let the water do its thing and warp the spaghetti noodles. But then I get in there and make sure that I'm stirring them around so that they're not sticking together. And I'm excited to try that meat, mock meat. Okay, so the meat's cooled down. The outer edges are burnt, whatever. I can't taste the spiciness at all. And it kind of tastes like a pork hot dog. And for what it's worth, it's better than any other hot dog vegan product that I've tried. Oh, it's hot. Mm. I'm new to veganism, and I'm finding that a lot of the hot dog hamburgers, it's not something that you want to add ketchup or mustard to. But this is something that I think you would enjoy with mustard or ketchup. So I'm going to get some right now just to officially taste test it. How about you? Usually we get Heinz ketchup, but got French's ketchup here. Sometimes they come in the 3-packs. You get the ketchup, the mustard, and the relish. This is French's mustard. Really good. Definitely tastes better barbecued. Mm. Good. I'm wondering too, just to cook this product from frozen, or just to like let it unthaw and then cook it. But I'm wondering if this would be better if I boiled it first, considering that it was on the greasy side when I was pan frying it, and the amount of oil that I had to add to the pan. They taste kind of on the dry side. So I'm wondering if boiling it first and then pan frying it or putting it on the barbecue or in the oven would have made a difference. Made for a nice little appetizer. And ouch, my tongs are hot. Use the knife to stir the noodles around. Now I'm getting really hungry and I can't wait. For what it's worth, my noodles, once they're ready, I'm going to I'm going to strain the noodles, put them back in the pot, add some butter, and then I'm going to dump this in there. Typically what I like to do is I just put the noodles in here, but I kind of feel like this is on the greasy side from the, whatever this is called, the vegan hot dogs. So it was really good. And actually in this moment, I'm not going to try these ones. They're not as burnt. I'm going to wait till I put it all together at the end like I usually do. So I'm just waiting for my noodles. And they won't be much longer. And I got myself some more mustard and ketchup to snack away while I'm waiting. This makes me feel hopeful about going to a barbecue. You know, some of the vegan stuff out there is so gross. It's important to share what's good. I'm wondering about vegan cheese. Today I opted out. I enjoyed the last two name brands that I had, but I was like, not sure I want to buy them again. How about you? And like I said, I bought some kind of vegan feta cheese, which at some point I'll use and I'll show you. Oh, and I bought some kind of herb and garlic spread too that's vegan, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to my spinach. So I just wanted to report to you that in that last little bite that I had, I could taste some spice. So I guess whatever spices are mixed in there, maybe because I burnt a little bit, I burnt out that flavor. I don't know. And my spaghetti, let's check it here. I like to do a taste test for texture test. And I feel like it needs one more minute. And I think I'm just going to tidy up and get my plate. So I'm just going to strain my pasta. Almost forgot to turn the camera back on. So I'm adding butter to my spaghetti noodles. How much butter? I don't know. I tend to add a good tablespoon or two to like anything that I'm adding butter to. And I'm wondering what's a good substitute, vegan substitute for Parmesan cheese. And if you notice any of the ingredients that I'm using are not vegan, please let me know. And let me know a good substitute to use as well. So now what I'm going to do is pretty easy. I'm just going to dunk my stuff in here. Typically, like I said, I would put the spaghetti in here and intentionally soak up all the oil, but I just kind of felt like this was a bit too greasy. I don't have to cook it. It's already cooked. If I wanted to, I suppose I could put the spinach as a side dish. And this is pretty much it. It smells really good. So a nice big piece of spinach caught up in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wash this. I believe in the magic of heat. Let the heat do the work. It's the best time to do the dishes. And I don't know about you, but I really like to clean as I go. Otherwise, it's like depressing to have a mess to clean up after, right? What do you think? Let me know. Okay, so I'm just getting myself a plate, a napkin, and a fork. Okay, so time for the plating. Seems like a lot for one person. Maybe the folks I live with will have a little bit. So I like to add salt and pepper to pretty much everything. All right, so now it's time for my favorite part. I'm excited about the garlic because I've been using a lot of garlic powder lately, or none for that matter. And this is going to be messy. Here we go. Like, so good. Tastes just like I knew it was going to. Especially missed the garlic. And now I've got a spinach covered piece of meat. It's good, but I think I would keep the meat reserved for a hot dog rather than mixing it in my pasta in the future. I don't know, maybe it would be different if I added tomato sauce. In the past, when I've made this dish, I do exactly that. With my leftovers, I add tomato sauce to it just to change it up a little bit, or I'll add cheese and transform it into like an Alfredo sauce. This time I'm taking a bite of the noodles and the meat together. And the salt really went a long way. So, pretty tasty stuff. Hopefully you'll make this. Let me know your tips and tricks in the comments. Let me know which episodes are your favorite. Some of the episodes are getting close to the 200 view mark now, so that's exciting. And it's interesting, like some of the recipes that I thought people would really like don't have a lot of views, and then some recipes that are just like me working with leftovers have the most views. And so it's just, I find it interesting day by day, seeing what comes up. I just check to see by popular demand which ones are have the most views. So it's official, folks. Get out there, hop online, Amazon.ca, Dragon Dreams, Book 5, Sacred Phoenix Heart, Gina Virginia Casella. You can get books 1 to 5 paperback or on Kindle, and they each cost $20, 24 cents Canadian. And I just feel ecstatic about it. Cooking is something that brings me a lot of joy. It's always come easy and naturally to me. And I really appreciate you taking an interest in cooking with Gina. My name is Gina Virginia Casella. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Gina Virginia Casella. And I'd love for you to join my Facebook group, Present Moment Alchemy. Until next time, see ya. Take care. Happy Halloween tomorrow.